So there's a group of about 9 trees in this upper part and a couple of trees down below. There's one fruit tree down below that wanted help, and about 2 others that were hollering too and say, we want to be all part of this treatment as well. So I had to work on them too. So what goes on, what apparently goes on with fruit trees is the older they get, it's their plant chemistry kind of gets very thick, and their circulation begins to slow down. A little like us, if you think about it, if you think of a person who has a blocked artery, that's a little like what's going on inside of these trees. So the first thing I had to do was connect the circulation to bud development. And you say, well, why would that be? Well, think about it a little bit. It's springtime, you know. They got to develop their buds. So what they're doing is they say, look, we don't have such very good circulation, but whatever we do have, we need to get out to the buds so that we get the buds developing in these trees. So that's the first thing they're trying to do. Then, when we get the buds developing, that'll start to get some leaf growth that'll start to get some leaf development in the plant, and then that'll help drive the circulation, and then bud development and circulation will help to drive growth in the plant. And growth would mean growth means more leaves, you know, more branches, more leaves. That naturally feeds the plant. Okay, so as you feed it, then that's allowing, you know, that gives the plant the food it needs, and also gives the energy it needs, because when that food begins to break down from photosynthesis in the leaves, when that food begins to break down, that not only feeds the plant but gives the energy to the system, and then that in turn will drive the circulation in the plant and begin to open up what's called the xylem and the phloem in the plant. You got the xylem, which is moving up in the tree, phloem moving down, and you begin to open those up so you'll be able to get movement inside of the plant. And the whole point here is to get movement up the plant, get these buds developing, get the leaves developing, get more growth in the plant, produces more food for the plant, produces more energy for the plant. In the meantime, you're getting uptake going in the plant, and a whole series of other things are going on. For example, once growth gets going, I told you that's the energy, that'll be food for the plant and energy for the plant. That'll help drive some of the other functionality in the plant that is slowed down. Because it's a little like us, you know, if the arteries, if you're not getting good blood movement, then other parts of your body begin to shut down. Well, guess what? Same thing inside of this tree. If it's not getting good circulation, other things are shutting down, things aren't operating correctly, so it's important to get all of those things going right. Then one of the things that also happens is as that plant chemistry begins to clear, then we get, then was started, that'll help to drive good food distribution, because you've got to get good food distribution inside of the plant. And as you get the plant chemistry clearing and good food distribution, that helps drive the circulation. So that's the feedback loop to where we started initially, circulation to bud development. So this is all about, I find with these older trees, these older fruit trees, it's all about, they get all blocked up. They get very old. Their circulation system shuts down. The plant chemistry gets blocked up, and it's just a matter of just getting all of that opened again, get the xylem and the phloem opening again, get good food distribution in the plant, get movement up to those buds so those buds can develop, you get new leaves, good photosynthesis, good other photo functionality in the plant. Other functionality means like uptake, movement up the tree, movement down the tree, all the other parts and functions that a tree or a plant has. And all those have to work just right. And then what I do is restore the dynamic balance, the total dynamic balance back to the tree, because it's not a matter of just getting all of those functions going. It's got to restore that total dynamic balance back to the tree. And I call that's kind of like the orchestra. You want the orchestra, if you go listen to an orchestra, you want them to be playing just a beautiful tune, and just all at the right time. You know, playing the right tune at the right time, and that's what you want inside of the tree, and that's what the dynamic balance is. And a tree is a very finely tuned instrument, just like us. And when I'm working with trees, I feel it. I just feel how finely tuned they are. And they, they get a little old, like I say, get a little out of tune, and that's what I do. So I repair them, and it's just simply by using no products, putting my hand on the tree. I can work with a group of trees in this particular orchard because the trees operate in community. They're all connected. It's not a matter of root to root. A lot of people think that's just the roots connected. No, there's a real energy community. And the fact that what happens is the trees sing to themselves, sing to each other, and that's how they operate in community. So this was my work for the day. It'll take some time for the trees to go, but I'll tell you that even while I've been here in the few short hours, circulation, I could really begin to feel circulation begin to pick up inside of these trees, and it'll continue. It's kind of like an engine getting started. Just got to get going. Just got to get going, and it'll go. And that's what'll happen inside of these trees, and they'll flourish and they'll grow, and as I say, then all of the other organisms and the bees and the diseases and the insects, they can all flourish as well. So that's what our purpose was today.